afternoon baseball now. So striding forward now, William Quo, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Cincinnati, the second baseman, William.
First delivery to him on the way. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in off. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. Not a lot of success in the series for him. 2 hits in 15 trips. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. One there. Back to Freeman, not in time, and he'll just get the one.
Batting third.
In is Christian Yelich, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Reined in. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He hit over 45 home runs last year. I mean, he has elite power. I watched him hit some balls that you just go.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Bader racing back onto the lawn and gone. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Second home run early in the year, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater, and it cost him big time.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up, 2-0. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max. It's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. Hit on the ground to third. Ramirez is up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now. And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike two called. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order. Standing in, Walter Chin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Bader, one of the elite defenders in the game, burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them. Elite defender, people. Lock in on him. Top of the order hitter as well.
Number 25 is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 1-1 the count now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Now the bunt attempt hits him here, but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. Set to deliver the 0-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike two, says the third base umpire. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number two.
The pitcher, number 31.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Max Scherzer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw to third. And he is in there at third safely, so there are runners at the corners with two away.
Hey, don't let the fact that this guy's on the mound fool you right here. This guy has a nice approach at the plate, knows what he's doing, has history. I'm not surprised he was able to mix in a base knock.
Into the box, William Quo, as he'll take a look at ball one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hit hard to short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in now, Tyler O'Neill. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
1-2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's take a look at Kristen Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014. Covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
Paul DeYoung comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Here's another 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
In now, number 21. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Swing and a miss, got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. At the plate, Jorge Polanco. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Christian Yelich. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ground ball left side. DeYoung fields it cleanly. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for that play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Reds have elected to challenge the
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did meet that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd home run of the game, as the Reds have now taken a 4-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Stepping in now, Trey Mancini. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard on the ground toward short. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the 2nd out. Riding in once again, Walter Chin. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Down the 3rd baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him reaching there, strike 2. High in the air into shallow left center. O'Neill is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Reds do push across a couple on this 2-run home run. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Roberto Perez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
3-1 the count now. And good patience exercised as he works out to walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Batting eighth.
Chopper down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Scherzer comes set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Harrison Bader is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Stepping in, number 25, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
2-0 count, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike, the count. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Jose Ramirez, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. Well, fastball count, they're yielded fastball mark.
Yeah, you drive to the ballpark praying to get in 1-3-1 count a night. You buy yourself that guaranteed fastball, and he didn't miss it.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bader sprinting after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. The pitcher, Max Scherzer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. The 0-2 once more. And he popped him up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Another 0-2 home. Fastball well outside. Liner toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And this will kick off the fence now up against the Cardinal bullpen. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Now batting, the second baseman.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. It's been pretty bad for 3 1/3 innings so far. That's the 8th hit he's given up. And if he doesn't get his mind straight, he's going to be heading to the showers early.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Bader is there, 2 gone. stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. O'Neill waits on it, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Reds 6 and the Cardinals nothing. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Hit hard on the ground to second. Quo is up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jairo Munoz. First time up, he went down looking.
And Matty, it was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled this guy. That has to be in the back of his mind as he walks to the plate right here. Has to protect against looking foolish again on the off speed.
Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Hit out towards second. Quo takes it in. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman Freddie Freeman.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Freeman is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
Thank you, Heidi. Here's George Springer. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They're not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
From the belt, the pitch. And there's ball 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up to second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Walter Chin. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Reds go down quietly. They lead. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Count even now at 1-1. 1-2.
The count is 1-2.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Paul DeYoung. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Slow little roller to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the car. Into the box, number 25. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Line towards center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third base with a triple. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. High in the air out to center field. Bader is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will beat the throw home. It's a 7-0 contest.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple, and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Now here's the pitch. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Ready once again. William Quo. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Rolled slowly to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The batter,
At the plate, Harrison Bader. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Cutter low, 1-1. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The next 3-2. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Paul Goldschmidt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 46.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. High chopper to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down by a touch. John Gant comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Christian Yelich. Lifetime against this particular arm. He brings with him a .321 batting average. He also has 1 home run. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
You think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
George Springer will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. The 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Yelich, the runner at second with 1 away. Softly hit here to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting.
Man, talk about having a good game. Like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he is in there.
Now batting. The catcher.
So stepping in, Walter Chin. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this will be fouled away. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Ready with the 0-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, number 25. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second, right to him. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here comes another 0-2. Popped him up. Number 21 over to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Stepping into the box, Andrew Toles, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Third baseman.
Digging in, Jairo Munoz. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Hard ground ball to third. 1 there. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 5.
Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
That misses. 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher. We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him. That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
To 2-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will. Settling in now, Max Scherzer. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now here's the pitch.
Scherzer.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Popped him up. Munoz has a play. 1 down. Ready for another shot now. Jorge Polanco struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. From the stretch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Blake Trehan will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and one gone in the inning. The 1-1 home. Ground ball to second. This could be two. The second for one. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. The Reds lead it 9-0. Blake Trehan will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly two away now.
Now batting, catcher Roberto.
Digging in to try it again. Roberto Perez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now, as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. So striding in, Christian Yelich. He hit a two-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Line drive to center field. Lands in for a base hit. And he's 3 for 5 in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
The center fielder, number 4.
So now the Reds cleanup hitter, George Springer. He singled his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Ryan Brazier enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box now, Trey Mancini. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. That is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. Yelich over at second. Springer at first with no outs. The 1-2. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Softly hit out towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now
striding into the box, Walter Chin. He steps in for the 5th time today, giving him a bonus chance, if you will, to keep that hitting streak alive.
Yeah, and thank his lucky stars, his lineup's been able to get him that 5th opportunity. Right here, you're usually only seeing 3 to 4 at bats if you work a walk-in. He's got a chance to keep this hit streak alive.
O'Neill will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Number 25.
Coming to the plate now, number 25. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bader on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Now batting, number 19.
And it's fouled away.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that, and if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
The right fielder.
He's set and the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And with 1 out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys, that if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point. Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over. A 9-0 shutout final in this ball game. The Reds put on a show with the bats, collecting 17 hits in the game. Max Scherzer gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, striking out 12 in the process. Number 62 struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
And remind you to please drive home safely.